Welcome back inside the Q Center. Another edition of Karod's Corner is live here on the post-game show presented by Tim Hortons. And we have a special guest. Kobe is here with us.
How you doing, Kobe? Say hi? Over there? Wave to the camera, say hi.
Wave, Kobe. No? Say, I was feeling good until the third period. That's what you say.
That's what you say.
Yeah.
He's disappointed with the game. That's why he's not talking.
I get it. Hey, I kind of identify with him a little bit.
So do I.
It looked good until it didn't look good. Outscored 6-0 in the third period. Tell me what you saw out there and what the vibe was like on the bench.
I felt we went into that third period pretty good. Like there was no, the room was good. We came out a little bit of energy on killing on the kill there. A bad bounce for the goal. He's banging into the empty net. It feels like we just kind of deflated after that. Yeah, our goalie was in the net, and he let in. And I didn't love all the goals there. I can't blame him for all of them, but there was lots of them. You got the goalie too?
Yes, I like the goalie too.
He likes goalies.
I like goalies too. He's a smart guy.
But yeah, it just felt like we were back on our heels there at that point, and then there wasn't much that we could do in terms of killing the momentum there, and 3 goals real quick, so that was pretty tough.
Yeah, it was. It seemed like the third goal, or the fourth one was a weak one, and just 8 seconds later,
okay.
The recovery never really happened. Did it kind of feel that way? Like everyone didn't really reset and recover?
Yeah, it seems like we never really had that chance to take that deep breath there and set back from it. But it just seems like guys started to think a little bit further ahead of what happens if we lose, what happens if we, you start to think negatively, and that's usually what happens. TV timeout didn't come in the right spot, or it had to come before that actually, and so it wasn't. We didn't take the timeout. At that point, you're looking at keeping the timeout to come back on those games, and I think the whole bench just deflated, and it's tough especially when you work hard at some points, and a bad goal goes in. It's just one of those, the air comes at you, and that's where you guys got. Our guys have to fight a little bit stronger just to stay engaged with the game.
Yeah. Teddy Bertos' goal was a great one, though. Owen Warnick sent the place into a frenzy. How much fun was that to be a part of?
Oh, that was great. It's always fun. You always kind of worry if you're going to score or not. That first 18 and a half minutes felt like overtime. It
was actually kind of good. It was perfect timing. Everyone got a chance to sit down and get into the building. And
that's the worry is if you happen too soon, people aren't ready for it. But this coaching staff on the bench was like, just stay out here for a minute and enjoy this, because it only happens once a year, and it's for such a good cause that we wanted to be a part of it. The players obviously had fun with it, and it's one of those things where it's such a big distraction that you're gripping your stick tight because everyone wants to score that goal. Then you're worried if you don't score the goal. Then when you get it, they get into it, and you're worried, is this going to deflate the focus, or is it going to take away from us? And it didn't. We had a great second period. We were pushing. I thought we were all over them for a lot of the game, and they stuck with it. They didn't give us much after the third goal, and they got a couple good ones, and 2 or 3 power play goals I think they had, and we got 1 power play that didn't establish much.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're the cleanest team in the league, but I don't quite know if we earned a lot of penalties either.
It certainly missed. Felt like there were a couple missed.
The one on Rousseau was a high stick.
Yeah.
Slash on Silver when he's coming down on that break there, and a couple that could have gone either way, I guess. But, if they're calling us for the penalties that we got, they definitely had some on the other side.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. It felt like something like nothing was being called all game, and I was like, great. And then all of a sudden they were being called, but just against Victoria, which was a little bit of a conundrum.
Yeah, and it's tough when any momentum you gets killed by going on the kill, especially when they score, and it's just so deflating that you kind of, again, it's hard to bounce back from. And when they're so quick like that, there's not much you can do. And, the biggest thing is you want to finish with pride. You want to finish with that hard work. And, we 6 minutes or 5 minutes with the goalie pulled. They got one at the end there, but I thought we had some good chances on the 6-on-5 as well. And, I don't think we got enough shots. We were looking to set up the big goal like you see in, the NHL, but it's majority of goals that go in 6-on-5 are just from you have the flank set up. You just put pucks on net and look for rebounds. let the 2 guys, 3 guys work in front, and we just never got quite established for that.
Seemed like the team had lots of chances, too. Maybe not the most clinical night. There were lots of chances where maybe put wide or not put into a good spot. Did you feel like you probably could have been more clinical tonight?
Yeah, I don't know how many shots we ended up with, but I thought it was 41?
49.
49? I thought a lot of those were in the chest. One that were rebounds, I thought we were almost too deep. We didn't have that secondary layer coming in. I thought this could, we had a couple posts, I think, and we had a couple. Grosser had probably 3 empty nets that he kind of missed on, and it could be a different game very quickly if you score on a couple of those early.
Yeah.
But that's hockey, and that's why you play.
That is what it is. Did you feel the atmosphere in here tonight? More than
usual?
usual?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great. You could really feel it. In the warm up, we were looking around. It's okay, it doesn't look that full, and when we came out for the game, it's always in the sections you never can see from the bench, and behind the nets and on our side, it was great. You could actually feel the crowd, and I know our guys love to play in front of big crowds like that, and it was good to have that. It was great to have that support, and it's if we continue to get, I know it wasn't the best ending, but it was a good product on the ice. It was a good game. There was a fight. There's lots of goals, teddy bears. It's nice to see a lot of bears come out like that, and so it's just hopefully more of these fans keep coming out.
Did you like to see that from Blixt? Got into it. He fought a guy who was 6'6". Good for him.
I don't know if who started it, but
it's kind of mutual, I think.
Good for him for stepping up into it. The guy had 9-inch reach on him, 9 inches on the height, so it's good for him to get in there. Blixie got in some quiet punches, I think, at the end there.
Yeah, got the takedown.
It's good to see someone step up. I know a lot of guys were talking about it during the game. No love lost between these teams that we talked about yesterday, and it's good for him to step up for that.
As we move forward towards this weekend now in Prince George, team leaves, I believe, on Thursday. Important to bounce back in a tough building, I think. You'd won 3 in a row before tonight, so what does the team need to do in this upcoming weekend in order to not give up as much as they've given up lately?
Yeah, and you look at where we're giving up these goals, mostly at the end of the game. So I think there's a little bit of focus that we need to work on in closing out games, because we've been through this, start of the year, and we got away from it, and it's kind of creeping back in. And it is a funny time of year with Christmas, and guys they're looking forward to going home, and so it's the focus that needs to stay dialed in. Then you just got to focus on the little details. And that's a funny rink, too. We've played in some funny rinks this year, but this is very unique to the other two as well. And so it's just going to be a lot about playing in that rink and managing the puck in that rink. And Prince George, they're one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah, they're
we
good.
talked about this yesterday.
They're good.
I don't think they get the respect that they deserve.
No, they don't. They're good.
Yeah, they're a very good team, and we have to know that going in, that they're a strong hockey club, and you're going into their barn. And remember last time we were there, it didn't end so pretty on game 2.
Did not go so good.
So we just got to focus on us. We'll have 3 days here to prepare for it, and that's kind of the neat thing about playing 2 in the same barn. You can spend the 3 days just on Prince George.
Yeah.
And these games matter. You're going to look at the standings in April or March there and be like, okay, if we had won these 2 games and won these 2 games, and I know you can play that game forever, but these games down the line here, you want to end up in a good spot before Christmas.
Pretty much nothing else for me here, but I am excited to go home and shave after this, I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah, I guess November's over now.
Oh, it's itchy.
But, hey, look at the crowd. I don't know if you guys got a shot of this, but all the kids on the ice here, it's a good turnout for the skate, so I'm glad to see kids doing it.
I like it.
It looks awesome.
Go kids. Skating.
Yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
You look at our guys, even they're smiling right now. That's a tough loss, but
the kids might have done one of these near the end of the game, but now they're doing one of these.
Yeah,
on the ice
everyone's
after
out
the
there
game.
with them. They're having a good time. Our guys are interacting with them. That's what you can ask for, right? And these things, these skates, they make, it makes the day. These are memories that these kids have forever. I know Landon Mackey's talked about coming back to when he was a kid. He went on the ice with the Grizz, and he played hockey with the Grizz. I grew up in Nanaimo. I can still remember playing goal for the Nanaimo Clippers when they came to our school. I got picked to be their goalie, and everyone was jealous. And
I remember skating with the Victoria Royals when I was 12. Yeah.
There you go. These are meaningful things that our guys do, and they genuinely enjoy doing it. So it's fun to see. And my little guy's out there, and he's on the bench just waiting to go. So I don't know if I have to strap on the skates or not, but
get him out there, Sunil. Kobe.
He's sitting there waiting.
Maybe the wrong sport with the name Kobe, but
When if he shoots and scores, he can be like Kobe.
Okay.
Or he's going to be like, why does everybody keep calling
Did
my
you
name?
name him after Kobe?
It wasn't directly after Kobe Bryant, but
But
we
you convinced her to do what you did,
no, Carla was all on board for it. That's the only name that we agreed on, actually. So if it was not Kobe or if it was a girl, we were kind of screwed because
what was your second choice?
we didn't have one.
You didn't
we
have a
actually
second
did not have a choice that I
I
liked.
find that hard to believe.
Well, the name Thomas came up, and I was like, not a chance.
Funny because I was thinking of naming my first child Sunil, and now I'm not going to do it.
It's a great name. It's unique in this part of the world.
That's probably true, actually.
And no one spells it with an E.
Is it
So
usually
it's S-U-N-I-O is the traditional spelling, I would think.
India?
Yeah.
Cool.
My cousin, his name is Sunil. He spells it with 2 E's.
Really?
Yeah.
Is
He's
there
born
any
3 months before me.
S-U-N-E-A-L?
He goes E-E-L.
But is there a E-A-L on it? We're looking at our monitor, which has our names, by the way.
No, that's how it's spelled. That's right.
But some people do E-A-L?
Well, they could do if they wanted to. They could put an E on the end and make it, you know.
Kind of make it a little bit more.
Yeah, so Tom, when you name your kid Sunil, you can spell it however you want. You can just go with an O.
It'll be S-U-S-O-O-N, soon, E-E-L.
So like
Sunil.
phonetic.
Yeah, the phonetic spelling for Sunil.
There you go.
Oh, man. Well, I'm sure you want to get down there with the sun, so thank you, Sunil.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Tom. I'll see you up
Thank
in
you
Prince George.
for joining us back up. We'll see you on the bus on Thursday.